Listen, you two are gonna make a baby.
I just flipped the switch.
I like it. It's very angry looking. Mad Max. I wasn't going to, but we got to. Turbo can it, baby. Oh yeah. One can. Perfect. What's up, it's Casey from Caseyscustoms. I am doing an under $1,000 build challenge on this 1966 Mustang. It's on a 2005 BMW chassis, and in this video, we finish it up 100%, get the build completed, and let's see if we didn't get under budget after we get everything done. Let's go. We are back on the under $1,000 Mustang build challenge. This has a 2005 BMW chassis. We did a chassis swap on it. In the last video, I basically got all the sheet metal work done. There's a couple little things here or there, but nothing too crazy. And we also did a leather roof. I got to tweak the leather a little bit. A couple of my spots didn't get enough glue, so we're going to do that. Then the roof is basically buttoned up. We still need to clear coat the metal. We still need to get the lights hooked up. And I'm going to build a grill because right now it just has a giant opening. And since we widened this car, I cut it right down the middle, widened the entire car like 8 inches. I can't get any stock grill to fit in there. And since we're on a tight budget, I probably couldn't have bought one anyway. So I got 120 foot of 1/4 inch round bar. This was only $32, which is pretty damn good. So what we're going to do is make a custom grill. I think I'm going to get started on that now. Then we'll probably start doing a little bit of the sheet metal work here and there while we're doing it. Sheet metal work is basically done. We got to get the lights hooked up. It's not the easiest thing to do to run old style headlights whenever you have a modern wiring setup. All of the BMW wiring is still there, and I need to convert all that to run an old school 7-inch halo style headlight. These are real cheap. Gotta do them on the budget build, obviously. But first thing I want to do, I think, is get this grill knocked out. So let's get to getting, baby. Also, on the last video, I added up all my totals on everything. I already have everything bought to finish the car. We're at $976. I'm going to go through that list. Since this is hopefully going to be the last video on this car, I'm going to go through that list detail by detail. You can see every single penny that I spent, every single penny that I recouped. The reason we were able to do these budget builds, whenever I do a super tight budget, like $1,000, what you end up doing is you end up selling stuff off. The BMW I bought had a $1,000 set of wheels on it. They were like BBS BMW wheels that are really sought after. That helped a ton. We also did a bunch of scrap, sold parts off the BMW. I even had a couple of extra Mustang parts that I sold. So anytime you're doing one of these, you got to start recouping money somehow. So every time I do a chassis swap, I will sell all the stuff off of the donor car. The 2008 Pontiac G8 that I'm doing right now, we have a 1950 Chevy on top. I think I got $500 for the body panels I didn't use. All the doors, the hood. I don't need any of that. If you're doing a chassis swap, I just need the I just need the bones, the chassis, so you can sell all the body parts off. Helps a bunch. But we'll get into that later in the video. For now, let's start building this damn grill. All right, check it out. I got basically the sides in, and I made these out of sheet metal. That way I could bolt it in on both sides. And now I have something to weld the round bar to. This is pot metal, so you can't really weld it. You also, whenever you do a custom grill, it's really easy to make a grill that won't come out, if that makes any sense. You can get in there and you can make your tolerances so tight that it's just stuck. If you ever have to get it out, you're screwed. So it's good to have some sort of a bracket in there that you can take completely off. And what I'll be able to do whenever I get this built is I'll take those 2 bolts out, and then the whole thing can either slide backward or forward, and you can take the whole thing out. Since this one has a taper to it, it'll probably have to go in, but I have plenty of room to go in. So we got that built now. I'm going to end up making another mount in the center, but I'm going to make that out of round bar. So we can start kind of bending up our wire, round bar, whatever you want to call it, and see exactly how we're going to do it. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm thinking just a straight grill with a bend in it would look good, but I don't know. Let's get to getting. Okay, hardest part of any grill is the beginning bars, because all of the rest of them have to line up to that. I got this one, everything is square, everything is level, but when you look from the top, as you can see, there's a higher gap over there on the hood. I'm sitting here going, what is going on? Everything is measuring perfect. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I was driving this without the hood pins in, and I flipped the damn hood off and just bent the shit out of it. We're gonna fix that in a little bit, but we're gonna continue on with the grill. And now that I know the grill is level, whenever I straighten the hood back out, I'll be able to straighten it to the grill, if that makes any sense. Because I know the grill is level with everything. I just know that the front of this hood is beat all to hell. Because, you know, we flipped it over. We also bent the living shit out of the back. I went driving without the pins in. The front ones came out. Luckily, these back pins kind of held it and it bent, and it didn't even hit the windshield, which was awesome because we didn't have it in the budget for a new windshield. If you haven't seen that footage, here it is now. Oh! So yeah, that's why the front of the hood's a little wonky, but the grill is still straight, and that's all that matters right now because that's what we're worrying about. So I got the lower bar in and the top bar in. Now we just got to start feeding it in. This top one I bent. The bottom one I made in 2 pieces. The thing about bending it is whenever I put, 15 more bars in there, it's going to be a bitch to line the bends up perfect. So I'm actually going to make 2 pieces and then just weld to that center piece. That way I know everything is dead square and I can get the angles right. So instead of only having to make 15 bars, I have to make 30 now, which is a bit. Let's go. Let's see what happens. All right, I got the passenger side done. This is a giant pain in the ass because the angles change as you go up, so it just makes it that much harder. Also, in a normal grill, you could just put the little bars in and be done. On these, since it has such a curve, you got to basically shave each bar to meet the edge. Giant pain in the ass. Check it out, I was using stir sticks as spacers, so I know it's all spaced out right. Pull all these out now. If I had more stir sticks, I'd leave them in, but I need these for the other side. Cool! That looks badass. Very Mad Maxy. Sweet. They're still going to need cleaned up. They're still going to be welded the rest of the way, but I'm going to do that after I get them all in. I got one of them that's a little bent, but I can bend it with a screwdriver, so that's all right. Let's do the other side. All right, other side is in. It's not done yet. I got to grind all this shit and clean it up. But we can take these guys out. This is hard to do one-handed. Cool. I like it a lot. I gotta grind this center. That's where all my welds are. So I gotta grind that to make it look a little better, and then I gotta grind the edges a little bit. Then we gotta fix this wonky hood. The front of the hood. The rest of the hood seems okay. Okay-ish. But the front of the hood not matching the grill looks crazy to me. You can't tell as much right here, but if I zoom in, that one has like a bump to it. So I'm going to tweak that, but we got to grind all this shit and get it cleaned up. I like it a lot. Considering I had to make one, there was no other way. I like it. It's very angry looking. Mad Max. Like run into like a, what do they call those, cow pushers? When they have the giant grills in front. Cool. All right, let's grind some shit. All right, got it all cleaned up. I want to grind my edges a little bit more, but I don't have any of these. I think they call them, it's a diamond bit, but I can't remember what that shape is called. But I need the triangle shapes to really get in there. Right now I'm just doing with a grinder, and it's not the best. It looks pretty damn good, but I can clean it up some more. But I have none of these, and I'm not going to get any anytime soon. So we're going to call it quits there. I'm still pretty happy with it, though. Does not look too bad at all. All my bins line up. All of my rods are squared away pretty good. So I'm happy. But I'm not happy with this damn hood. And this trim has to come off. And I already know there's like 4 screws in each side. And they are rusted all to shit. So it's going to be a pain in the ass. But I got to take that off anyway so we can rebuild this front. Make it all squared up to our grill. So let's cut some shit. Getting the hood fixed is way more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was going to be. Probably spent an hour on it, and I haven't done anything yet but trim it and beat on it and try and get it kind of square. So, yeah, we're going to pick this up tomorrow because it is currently the middle of the night. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh.
The next day.
All right, baby, we are back. Got the grill done yesterday. Got started making the new hood. She's really bent. I mean, it's almost like it flew off while some idiot was driving it without the hood pins in, because it's taken a lot to get it straighter, and I had to cut more than I thought I was going to, but we're gonna get it taken care of. Also, finally got these. I actually ordered these a while ago, and maybe 2 months ago, and then lost them. So I had to order another set. These just came in, and sure enough, I found the other set down in my other shop. The good news is, these will also work on a 50 Chevy, basically damn near everything you can make them work. So good deal. I already added it to the budget. These are actually pretty damn cheap. If you get them for, I think these were for Camaro? I can't remember, but I ended up buying a different model than a Mustang because it was like 20 bucks cheaper. So yeah, do that. Got them online, super cheap. But before we even start with the headlight stuff, we gotta get this damn hood done. Oh, let's go. Sweet. I could technically metal finish this for the next 3 days, but we're not going to. We're not going to do all that. It looks awesome. I also like it with the peak. Obviously, a stock Mustang hood doesn't really have a peak in it. Check that out. That looks awesome. See the peak? Normally, they don't have a peak. Mustangs kind of just have, I mean, it comes to a point, but not like that. And now, if you look down, it matches the bumper. Cool. That was way more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, you know, that's how these things go. I actually have some welding to do in the rear. I need to weld up the keyhole and then also the old gas tank hole back there. But we're not going to do that right now. I think I'm going to start trying to get these headlights in. I don't have the right connectors, but I still can get them in there and then kind of start figuring the wiring out. And then once those are in, we'll go to the back and do that. So, yeah, start messing with the buckets now, damn it. Check it out. I like it a lot. My buckets need adjusted a little bit. They're a little wonky. Damn. I'm very happy with how they came out. Cool. Okay, we are going to get this stuff welded up in the rear. I gotta glue a couple spots on the roof that I didn't put enough glue on apparently. Or I might have used the wrong glue. People told me I used the wrong glue and that's why I'm having wrinkles. So maybe we'll change that at some point. Not right now. I'm gonna get this rear end welded up and those holes filled. And then we'll finish the top up a little bit, stuff we gotta do, and probably clear coat it. My doors do not fit very well. And my dad is not in town, and he's the guy that fits doors for me, so we're probably just not going to worry about that. We can always do that later. That's easy little stuff, but she's basically done. We got to do some welding and some clearing, but damn, that's a cool-looking car. All right, let's finish it up. All right, got the back all done. I still need to grind the welds, obviously. Got the leather finished up in the front. So I'm gonna get this ground down. I got a couple spots that I still need to hit to get it in bare metal a little bit better. I really want it to kind of look uniform. There's a couple spots that are a little bit darker metal in these fenders. Some of that is just stained patina that you cannot get out, but I'm gonna try and get it a little bit better. Then, after I get done sanding it, we're going to tape it off and clear coat it. And then we're going to take her for a little spin. Oh, I need to put the rear seat in. I haven't done that yet. It's right over there. Sweet. God, we put a bunch of freaking hours in getting this thing buttoned up. But man, I like it a lot. And we did the under $1,000 build, which is never easy. We'll add all that up at the end too, but sweet. So I actually bought real clear to shoot this, but I don't have it in the budget. There's no way. I was planning on using the clear left over from the Honda paint job this whole time, but that stuff was like $100 a gallon. There's no way I can do it. So, I wasn't going to, but we got to. Turbo can it, baby. This is like 3 videos in a row of turbo canning, but hey, I'm gonna clear it. Also, I gotta do this real fast. My alarm just went off. I gotta go pick up my kids. So I technically have enough in the budget to use 2 cans. So let's see what we can do, and we're gonna do it quick. Time for clear coat. This is all I have left in the budget is turbo can. I can use 2 of these. So we're doing this quick too, because I gotta get going. See, is it working? Oh yeah. I'm really laying it on thick. Oh, it's getting stinky in here. Definitely should have had a mask on. Damn, we might get away with 1 can. Oops, be careful. One can for the win, baby. 1 can. Perfect! All right, let's let it dry and then we'll go take it for a drive. Can't make this shit up naturally. Video's going to, you know, the very last minute, very last second. Really should have had the video done yesterday, but that's a different story. Everything's done. The build is finally finished. Going for the joyride. It's out of gas. You can't make this shit up. It's out of gas. I mean, we've driven it 20 different times, but still, son of a bitch, man. I got 4 cameras set up. Check it out. Can't make this shit up. Had one camera shooting forward from the back. Had the GoPro for the inside. Had another camera shooting forward from the passenger side in the front. Thought it would be cool. Also have another camera on me. It was gonna be great. Fire it up. It's out of gas. Normally it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I would just run and go get gas real fast. My wife currently has my truck, and it's gonna get dark in about 10 minutes anyway, so I was screwed even if I could get up there. But it is what it is. I've driven this thing 100 times. We'll add some driving footage here for you. I mean, it didn't change much from the last time I drove it, but it's kind of gonna be nice to do like one last drive, finishing her up. She's all done. This is our 3rd car we've completed in 2 weeks, which is crazy. But yeah, what a freaking bummer. Oh, I thought it was something else wrong, so I started checking relays and stuff because I didn't even think about gas, and I probably wasted 30 minutes doing that. If I wouldn't have done that, I could have figured it out earlier, but son of a bitch. It's never not started for me in the 6 months, however long I've had this car, and sure enough, the one time I got 4 cameras rolling out of gas. So, son of a bitch. Let's add up the budget real quick. Here it is, baby. The finished build. Total spent $2697.12 total that we recouped, scrapping stuff, selling parts off of the BMW and some parts off of the Mustang. $1,704 for a grand total of $992.38. That is every turbo can I used, the round bar, the quarter panels, the glue, the leather, coilovers, which, you know, that was definitely one that I was a little worried about. Did we need to spend $225 on coilovers? No. Did we need to put brand new quarter panels on it for $343? No. But the reason I went a little crazy with the extra spending was I knew we had these BMW wheels in our back pocket that we could get a lot of money out of. As soon as I bought the BMW, instantly I had guys asking, what are you going to do with the wheels? What's your plans for the wheels? So right off the bat, I knew we had a little bit more, you know, to play with our budget. I always sell parts off of them, but having a huge thing like that is awesome. And luckily the tires were real good, so we did not have to put new tires on it. Those are the BMW tires. I just bought these nice 17s. They were on sale. I still spent $460, but I love them. They look great. And I mean, $992. I could not be happier. Really would have liked to take it for a drive in this video, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. She's certainly not perfect by any means. There is much nicer cars, much more finished cars, but this one's kind of just goes to show you can do it on a budget. And if you had more of a budget, if you had $1,500, if you had $2,000, you could paint this thing. You could, you know, go a lot further with it, get a full nice interior, all that stuff. I'm not going that far with it because this is just kind of the challenge I like to do. And obviously the hard part is done. Super, super stoked. That is a really cool looking car. I love the ass end. Even though you see more of the widened stuff in the front, I just love the back of this thing. Sweet. So, didn't get to take her for the drive that I wanted to, but still happy I got it done. Put a million hours in it. I cannot believe the amount of hours I had in this hood and grill, but damn it, it looks good. That looks better than factory. Now, I don't say that a lot with stuff, but I love how that has a peak to it. It almost looks like a 60s Camaro or something. Very, very happy with how that came out. Everything is done. Once I get some gas in it, this is a finished build, running and driving. I'm gonna plan on driving the wheels off of it for the next couple weeks. Then we will do a giveaway on it. I talked about it the other day. We gave away the 71 F100, and during the live drawing of that, I asked people, do you guys want to do the Mustang next? And I had hundreds of comments of guys going, do it right now. I'm like, I'm not doing it today by any means, but it will be next. I'll definitely make sure it's running and driving and has gas in it. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll do one of our wrap-up videos on it. Basically, we'll have a super long video where we'll put, this was probably 15 episodes long. We won't put all of them, but it'll be like a 90-minute video. And whenever that video comes out as a start to finish build on this one, that's whenever we will do the giveaway. So if you're interested in the giveaway on this, stay tuned for that video. I'm so happy. Damn it, I wanted to drive it today, but hey, it is what it is. Came out good. We actually did it under $1,000. Now, every time I do one of these, people always say, yeah, but you don't count your labor. Obviously I don't. I'm working in my own garage. I'm not counting labor. If I was to count labor, it would be ungodly expensive because I probably have 1,000 hours in this thing. So I mean, yeah, if it's $100 an hour, there you go. It'd be crazy. But if you're in your own garage working on your own stuff, you don't always have to charge labor. So that's how we can do this. Exact money spent, $992. I wasn't sure on this one. I've done 2 or 3 of these $1,000 build challenges. The truck one that I did first, I knew I was coasting on that one the whole time because I bought the truck for $250, and I think I bought the donor car for like $300, so I knew I was good. This one I was not sure because I knew we needed to get a lot of stuff for it, and I thought originally I was gonna have to buy a bunch of BMW parts, and BMW parts are ungodly expensive, but luckily we did it, came out good. So happy, so happy. If you aren't subscribed, hit that button now. It helps the channel grow a bunch. For the coolest merchandise on the planet, go to Caseyscustoms.com. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you at the end of videos, and check out some of my other videos. Peace. I love ya.